Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, because there are certain people who are traveling, joining from different geography. So, based on wherever you are, good morning and good afternoon to you all, and welcome to you all for this today's webinar of Crave Infotech on um, intelligent warehouse. The subject line is enhance your warehouse through effective warehouse automation and RFID. So in today's webinar, we will be seeing the solution. We will be discussing with you on um, Crave Infotech warehouse management solution, and we'll be demonstrating the application what we are having and successfully running at some of the customers. So before starting to the warehouse management solution, I just quickly wanted to brief you about Crave Infotech. I'll just take few minutes to just brief you about who we are, what we do. So if you look at the slides, I hope my screen is visible to you all. So we are 13 years old organization, operational from 2007. Um, we are working very closely, associated very closely with SAP right from our inception. We do SAP sale, build, service, all three, and along with SAP, we are also partnered with Zebra and Here Technology. Zebra, you probably knowing it is a global brand in mobile computing device manufacturing, and we are their premium partner for ISV as well as reseller. Here for Geo enablement solution, one of the global brand again, and we are also associated with them for their ISV and reseller partnership. So Crave Infotech have headquartered in New Jersey and having physical presence in USA, Brazil, Africa and India. And from India, we are operational from our office in Pune, Hinjawadi. Also, we have operational offices in Hyderabad and Delhi. And from all these bases, we are serving to our global customers. We have a number of customers in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. So this is our vision. If you look at left hand side, what we do, we are in digital transformation using all those four key areas. We work on SAP Intelligent Enterprise, SAP ECC, S4HANA, in which greenfield projects, customization, migrations, and consultancy services. Along with that, we have our own pre-packaged solutions in digital transformation journey, helping many of the organizations to digitalize their functionalities, their various requirements. And as I mentioned, Zebra and with here we are partnered with for geo enablement solutions. So right hand side, these are our focus areas. We work predominantly in warehouse management, and we'll be seeing one of the solution today. Along with that, we also have complete focus in enterprise asset management, field services and supply chain, artificial intelligence and RPA. So this is our complete solution portfolio offering, and these all are directly integrated with SAP and available on SAP App Centers. So if you look at, we are virtually addressing every functional requirement of digitalization requirement of every functionality of various organizations. Our portfolio starts with, if you look at the enterprise asset management EAM, in which we have number of solutions like C maintenance, which we are addressing breakdown maintenance, preventive maintenance of the organizations and plants, then calibration, field service manager, flexible scheduling, planning workbench. These are some of the modules and requirements in enterprise asset management. Along with that, supply chain, in which we have complete warehouse solutions, which we'll be seeing today. Then direct store delivery, especially post pandemic, this is one of the need of every organization today, wherein you want to automate delivery, field sales, field return, route optimization, all those things with a paperless activity. Okay. And then vendor connect, in which we have complete automation of vendor side activity, including receiving the POs, ASN, looking for checking the payments, okay, confirming the supply, everything. Along with that, we have customer side automation. If you look at order to cash downside, in which we have sales order automation, sales order management completely. We call it as C order. It's a solution name. And customer portal, in which customer side automation, wherein he can check the catalog, he can order, add to cart, order, do payment, track the deliveries, everything. Okay, it's a complete customer portal in controlled environment for the organizations. So along with that, we also have solutions on management dashboards, wherein the dashboards like key KPIs, then analytics, projects monitoring, then change control management. All those things we have covered in management dashboard application. We also have applications for multiple approvals. Again, wherein because when business on the go for key people, they have to um, um, do the approvals for invoices, look at the notifications, approve the work orders or purchase orders, then credit limits, leave and timesheet management, everything in various functionalities, and we have solution there. We also have some modules and functionalities automated in human capital management, including employee performance, then recruitment, time confirmation, scheduling, complete HR application, along with IT declaration solution. So this is uh, a a Crave portfolio in digital transformation journey for organizations. These are some of the major customers in various industries. We are working with major giants in pharmaceutical, major companies in India, in utility, oil and gas, and also globally in manufacturing and engineering organizations. You can see some of the name which are quietly, known to everybody. So Crave, we are getting to these industries. We work very closely with life science industry. We have almost 14 to 15 various applications delivered over there. Then we work with automotive, manufacturing, healthcare, utility. Again, here we have a number of applications in plant maintenance, warehouse management, supply chain already delivered in those industries. So coming to today's agenda of warehouse management webinar. See, this is what we will be seeing as we will understand warehouse crisis management, what is the current situation, then automation to gain efficiencies, how we are helping over there. Then we will see the demo for application, we'll discuss success story, and then we'll take Q&A uh, um, at the end. So coming to warehouse crisis management, if you look at especially this unprecedented situation of COVID-19 has created a lot of disruptions, right? So warehouse, if you look at earlier, it was neglected as a back-end office or supply chain engine, but now it has become very important aspect of the business functions because of various things. I mean, because it is facilitating the production, it is also helping to timely deliveries to customers. So it has become very important aspect or critical part of business functions and operations. So operatives being recognized as key workers, business operatives, I mean warehouse operatives or warehouse people, they have been recognized now as a key workers. So they need to be facilitated with all current digital weapons, I will say, for the timely warehouse management activity. So another factor, what we if you look at, warehouses are more busier than ever. So because of course during this pandemic, every country strives to keep food products or pharmaceuticals or retail, grocery, essential household. During this, they wanted to make it widely available. So it was in every country or every um, uh, key business segments, it was utmost important for them to make the things available. And so the distribution Hello, excuse me. Just excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, Mr.
Hello.
Modi, you're audible. Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Sorry. There was some call I had to attend. So sorry. So I was talking to the next point. This warehouse automation to gain efficiencies, cut cost and sales, scale up the operations. So um, so if you look at um, new recruits into warehouses. So earlier what has happened is whenever there is a new join in warehouse management, it is becoming familiar with, they need to become familiar with stock items, locations, work processes. And this is the major challenge to make them understand about the processes. But with Crave warehouse management solution, especially very user friendly UI, UX and entire application functionalities. The people can understand the application, the functionalities in very short period of time. Then operative self isolation, especially in pandemic, what we have observed that shift supervisors or peak leaders become unwell and need to isolate. So with Crave warehouse management solution, it is easier for us to the decision making by a structured process backed up by technology, lowering the impact of business due to absence of key person. So we can make them workable from remotely also through the application, as well as we can reduce the it is a more process oriented activity than the person oriented. So because of automation. Then long term cost cuts. Okay, this is again, as I said, earlier it was looked at as a just back-end activity, but now considering the business to minimize the economic impact of COVID-19, when everybody wants to reduce costs, the automation will definitely help um, um, various organizations to ensure long-term cost reduction. So warehouse managers can expect to reduce operational overheads very big way. So warehouse challenges, these are the challenges of today's warehouse management. If you look at most of the warehouse functionalities, they have old technologies, SAP console, tech console, ITS mobile, these are all phasing out. The applications or Windows based, that is again phasing out. So everything is now on Android. The wireless technology also has changed from 3G to 4G and 5G. So and again, if you look at the earlier applications, what they are in marketplace, have very the UI UX, it was very complex. Now people look for very simplified user interface. So customers are also looking for mobilizing EM and supply chain processes, because as I said, it is um, uh, online mode as well as offline mode also they are looking for, right? Wherever they want, they should be able to do the function, perform the function. Then software solutions are not validated by hardware vendors. So this is again because when we talk about warehouse management, there are apart from software, there is a ERP is one component, the application, mobile application is another component. Then hardware, in hardware we use scanners, we use printers, we use other mobile computing devices, and we take it from different vendors. So managing all those vendors and uh, multiple vendors for hardware and software becomes difficult for every um, warehouse management person or manager. So with Crave, if you look at, we address all those things. We are If you look at, it starts from warehouse mobile application. You will see all those devices. We are partnered with Zebra. We are also partnered with Samsung, so we can provide complete hardware, including printer, scanner, mobile computing devices. Then the complete application, in which the development, testing, validating, and packaging of the entire application. If you see all the processes, inbound, outbound, production warehousing, distribution warehousing, transit, cross-docking warehousing, storage and operations, all those things are covered. And if you look at right hand side in the slide, what um, I mean, these are some of the innovative functionalities we need to perform, like barcode, QR code, RFID enablement, forklift integration, and indoor routing, indoor mapping, and geofencing. All those things are addressed through Crave Warehouse Management Solution. And very importantly, Crave end-to-end warehouse solutions works on all three: SAP ECC for WM, SAP S4 for WM, as well as embedded EWM, and S4 HANA on cloud. So it is a complete solution. Okay, with this, in fact, this is what, in fact, I have already briefed you about the various functionalities of warehouse management. I wanted to brief over here is, see, this is the roadmap. We already have the complete solution ready. There were few more things released in Q4 2020, and we have complete roadmap for Q1 release, as well as um, the innovations coming up in next couple of years. So with this, I would hand over this to my colleague Ajinkya, who will be showing you the application. He will brief you about the uh, various functionalities. He will show you the functionalities of the application. Ajinkya, over to you. I'll stop my screen sharing.
Okay, Murli, thank you. I'll share my screen. Please confirm once you guys are able to see the screen.
Yes,
Okay.
Ajinkya, we can see your screen now.
Okay. So hello everyone. So thank you, Murli, for the brief demonstration about the company and warehouse management systems and other applications. So today we'll see the warehouse management application for the engineering warehouse, how the engineering warehouse business flow, and how the Craves mobile application will help to perform these all transactions. Okay, in a few minutes, so user don't have to go into the SAP Geo and you have to perform the transactions. They can just scan the code or scan the RFID and they can complete the transaction from the mobile itself. So we'll go for the some of the transactions like an inbound, outbound, and the internal movements of the materials in the warehouse. So I'll start with the login. So today I'm going to demonstrate on the web link. Okay. So the application will run on the web link also, as well as we can build the APK or the IPA. So we can install in the mobile as well as in the mobility devices where we can able to scan as a laser scan or the camera scan. But the application is flexible enough that there is no any limitations that we have to only we have to only install in the particular mobility devices. It can be installed in your mobile also. So I'll start with the login. So this is a home page for the warehouse management system. As I told you that the system means the mobile application is real time integrated with the SAP system. So whatever transactions are performed by the mobile application or performed in the SAP systems, those are sync in real time. And another functionality of this application is that we can run this application offline also. So if there is any network problems or we have to store the data, we have to do some transaction offline, and according to the schedule, we have to sync to the system also, that we can also manage in the application. So I'll just give you a brief, what are the transactions we are going to demonstrate today. So this demo is related to the engineering warehouse. So there are multiple movements. Maybe if you guys are aware about the SAP, or some of guys not aware about the SAP. So I will just give you some brief idea about the how the transactions can be happen in the warehouse management or the at the warehouse store. So like an the purchase from the vendor. So when you receive the material, no matter which ERP you're using, because the application is not 100% bind with the S4. We can bind this application with the any of the ERP, no matter it's only SAP S4, ACC or the B1. So you receive the material from the vendor, so you create a GRN in the SAP system. Also, you have to move the material from the one location to the another location. You have to return some material if there is any quality defect in the material when you receive. So after quality process, if they rejected the material, you have to return to the material to the supplier. Then you have to issue a material internally, like some production team required some material, some internal engineering team required material. Then you have to issue that material. So for that we have some issues, reservations, transactions according to the SAP. Then issue against order, so like a maintenance order, so they need some material from the engineering warehouse, so there is the order, and the warehouse person have to issue the material. Then some plant transfer, bin transfer, physical inventory. So those are the transactions we are going to see today. So I will start from the print. So before starting with the print, so we receive a material from the vendor and we have created a GRN as a Migo transaction in the SAP system. And whatever GRN we have created in the system, those will appear on the mobile application. So which GRN are not printed, those only will appear on the screen. So user don't have to worry about that. If that GRN is which I have taken the labels or not label, I have not taken the print of the label. So you don't have to worry about that. Application will take care of that process. The main part is that this print transaction is that we can generate the labels according to the our requirement. So the label generation, the design of the label is completely configurable. We can map whatever fields we have to map, like the purchase order number, vendor details, the quantity details. If you have any container management system, like in storage unit management system. So today I will show you that storage management system. What is that? Means it's a dynamic labeling generation. So the main part is that print, okay, because we are going to use that print for all our the transactions. Whenever you are dealing with the any movement of the material, so we have to deal with the label only. So I will spend some more time on the print, so it will help you guys to understand the remaining transactions how we are dealing with the print. So the label dynamic label means if I have taken some quantity, if the my label quantity is 100 and I'm taking 5 quantity from that label, then when you scan next time it automatically shows you that's 95 is remaining. So that's a dynamic concept we have used in this our application. So user don't have to worry about the stock. You don't have to regenerate the label again and again. So, okay, so I will start. So this is the print screen where you're able to see the GR list. So what all the GRs yet to be printed. Here we are using one filter templates. So I'll just give you some idea. The filter template is nothing but we can sort the details like and the by materials, by supplier. Then we can filter the data, like, and we can go to the filter and we can choose, and we only able to see the filter data. So if I choose the one material, then I only able to see that data for that particular material. Then the date selection that we can, if today I created a 15 GR, but only 13 GR printed, 2 GR is remaining, and I have to get print of that, then we can have a flexibility that we can go and choose the date, and we can see what are the open transactions are there yet to be printed. So these common template we have implemented for each transactions. So whenever you go for the demo, then you are able to see that same icon will appear for the all transactions. So under the print, user can able to see some details like a GR number, the item number, the date of the GR, then the material code and description, then vendor details like a vendor code, vendor description, what are the quantity he received from the vendor, what are the movement types. So there are different movement types in SAP system for the material flow. So we have mapped these fields, but these can be configurable. We can configure the field according to your requirement. So I just click on that GR list. You can see that I just click on this list and I navigate it to the print label screen. So print label screen where user will able to see the different fields like and the size of the labels. So the main part is that we can define the different sizes of the labels, and according to that, your information can be varied. So let's see, this is the by default size is large, and there are 3 different sizes available, like a small, medium, and large. User will able to see the receipt quantity and the PO text. So according to the process flow, whenever purchase order is raised, the PO text is used to define if any extra special requirement is there or anything they have to inform while buying these goods. So that PO text will appear for the warehouse person, so he can able to see how many labels he have to generate, that he can decide the time of GRN, and he can preview. He can preview what I am going to print. So this is just an example. So what kind of information he can store in the preview, like, and he can see the material code, description, supplier, PO details, the requested by user, quantity of receive. So now you're able to see the 100 quantity because you have generated 2 different containers. Okay, that's why he is able to see that 100 quantity, because I am buying 200 quantity, but he has split that quantity into 2 different labels. Then the GR details, GR date, print date, and the QR label for this storage unit number. So storage unit concept you use here for the label generation, and you can see all these label here. So these are the 2 labels user can able to see from the application itself. Second is the medium label. So medium label have a different fields or map. So these label generation part is completely configurable according to. Okay, so we were just I just talking about that the pure printed part. So user can just take a print from the mobile application, and it will directly connect to the printer, and we can generate the labels from the print transactions. So after print generate transactions, if user want to reprint in the future, then he can go and reprint the transactions according to this requirement. The main part is the put away. So whatever transactions are printed, those only will appear in your put away screen. Put away screen is nothing but the means placement of the material in the respective bin. So in the warehouse management system, we can configure the strategies for the put away and the removal strategies for the materials according to their storage type and storage sections. And so application will guide to the user that in which bin he have to store. So these are the GRs we have to put away because the labels are generated for the GR. User will navigate to the put away screen. So here you're not able to see anything, but you're able to see that the label counter is 2, but not at anything scanned. So he had not scanned any label yet. So the user will just scan the material label, and he is able to put away the transaction. So I'll just scan. After scanning the labels, if right now in this example there are 2 labels, but it might be a case that there are 10 or 15 labels, and user have to store all these labels, means not labels, all these materials into the same bin. So we have provided that the functionality user can store all these labels in the one shot. So you have to scan any of the labels for this particular GRN item. Or if you want to go with the individual scan, like you have to store some materials, five labels into the first bin, remaining 4 into another bin, then he can have a choice that he can do that. So I just selected no. I don't want to split the material. I have to store the material on the same bin. So automatically the label counter is getting increases, and the cursor will navigate to the bin. So it's a simple 2-step transaction for the put away. You can imagine that I'm in the warehouse. I just scan the label of the material as a material scan, and now I'm going to scan the bin. I done. So this is 2-click put away part, where in SAP you have to go and create a micro transactions, you have to create a TO, transfer order, you have to enter everything. But with our application, you have to just scan the material, scan the bin, and you can complete the put away transaction. So TO will automatically get created in the SAP system, and user can able to see that number, and you can go in SAP and check the details of the TO, and automatically the transaction will get removed from its screen. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. If any transaction is open or he had not performed the transaction, you can application will guide him thoroughly. After that, Supply return. So there are two different movements in the supply return, like 102 we can use 122 and 162. So today we're demonstrating with the 162 movement, like, and 161 and 162 both we can use to return the material to the supplier. So user will create a return purchase order and return GR in the SAP system, and all those open GR line item will appear on his screen. So the user can see the GR details like a GR number, material number, vendor codes, how much quantity you have to return. It might be a partial quantity return or it might be a full quantity return. So user can able to see those details on the mobile app. He will go to the destination and he will scan the material. I'll just scan the material. So once I scan, the application will guide me how much quantity is available in this particular container storage unit number. So user can decide that how much quantity you have to return. So I'm just choosing the 25 right now for this transaction, and he will scan the bean. So bean scan is nothing but just a cross verification that user is issuing or transferring the material from correct bean or not. So that's why we have just added that bean scan. So it's a confirmation. So after the confirmation, user able to see that he just scanned that storage unit and how much quantity he has taken out and what is the bean number. If he scan the wrong bean, then the system will not allow him to move ahead. You have to scan only that bean because there is a relation we maintain between the storage unit number and the bean number. So in any case, if any material is stored in the 01 bean, but physically you move to the 02, but not in the SAP system or not in the system, then application will check that the history and it will prompt that message that that material is still is 01 because it's physically they move, but there is a no means there is a control over the application that they will not allow to choose the wrong bin, and the user will click on the simply return and the transfer order will get created in the SAP system. After that, the main focus of the for this demo is the issue against reservation, return against the reservation, issue order, and the return order. So these are the most transactions performed by the warehouse team because daily they have to issue the material to the internal use against the different movement types. So we have taken care of the 8 different movement types in this demo. So issue against reservations. So we can create an issue against reservation with the 201, 221 and 241 movement types. So the user who wants the material, he will create the reservation in the SAP system and automatically the warehouse user will able to see that reservation number in his application. So whenever the user reaches to the warehouse, he don't have to issue any copy. He just reach to the warehouse and warehouse people can able to see that these are the reservation created by this user and we have to issue that much quantity. So these are the list of reservations like a reservation number, details of the material, how much quantity they have to issue. When they click on the particular line number, they will navigate to the material details. So you can see that we have built the screen in such a way that user is familiar with the all the transactions that you have to only scan the material label and scan the bin labels and you can able to perform all the transactions. So in this case, user will able to see the material details, the movement type, which movement he is going to perform, the cost element. So before going for the issuance, he can just click on the bin. So the application will guide him if this material is available in this particular bin. So you don't have to worry where you have to go. The application will say that this bins, the material is available right now. You can go and check. There are many chances that one type of material. There are different type like IRSA, Hive, different type of FNHI. There are different type of materials available in the warehouse. So according to the material type, they can define the storage strategy and they can able to see the list of bins where the material is available. So I'll just scan the material QR scan. I'll take 25. So I'm showing you some partial scenario also in the warehouse also sometimes due to the stock concerns. So warehouse team might issue some partial stock, but in sometimes they can issue full quantity to the users. It depends on the scenario, what kind of scenario happen. And once they scan the bean, then they can able to see the SO details, quantity and storage bean. You can see the issue quantity count is reaches to 25 out of 75 because we have taken out 25 quantity from one of the storage unit. User can able to write any text that at the time of issuance of the material, and that text will get stored in the material document. Because after issuing of the reservations against the this reservation against material, then in SAP the material document and the transport will get created. So we have mapped this item text field in the material document. So whenever we go and check the material document, so user can able to see the text. So once he click on the issue, he will get the alert that you are issuing the less quantity than the requested. The user has 25, we are issuing 25 quantity, and he will post the transaction. So after posting, the two transactions will get created. One is material document and one is TO number automatically in the SAP system. After that, you can see that the 50 quantities remain. So user also don't have to worry about the open transactions. So whatever open quantity is there, those will lie in the application, and user can see those details in the mobile application. So you can see that I just issue 25 and the 50 quantity is still here to issue. This is the issue against reservation transaction. We'll go for the return against reservation. So in the return against reservation, whenever we issue any material, and take an example, let me issue 25 quantity and user only use 20 quantity here to return 5 quantity, then he can go and create a 202 movement type reservation, and warehouse team can able to see the list of reservations under the 202, 222 and 242 movement type. So there are two ways to return the material, like, and we can go with the standalone MB22 transactions with these movement types, or we can go and create a return delivery also. So today we will see the standalone MB22, MB21, 202 movement transactions. So in the return details, he will able to see the material, the movement type, cost element, the same screen. But we have to try, the application is easy to use. In the one day only, the user, a warehouse user can able to learn this application, and he can able to perform all kind of transactions. Because there is no any rocket science, it's just a simple, you have to scan the material label and scan the bean label, and he can able to perform all the transactions. And the main part is that because of the real-time data synchronization with the SAP, the user can able to see all the details in the SAP system also. So it's not like that we have to only scan and perform the transaction, but it's a security, data security also we are taken care while building this application. So I will just scan the QR label. So as I issue 25 quantity, so it will real timely say you that only 75 is available. So now required is 75. I can issue 10. Then the 2 bean, I'll scan the 2 bean. And each transaction we have taken care of that bean concept, that each transaction you can able to see the stock of that particular material, where that material is lying in. Item text and user will. Okay, so in this returning the material, that might be a case, not every time 100%, but that might be a case that I have created a return quantity reservation is 75, but I am returning only 10 right now because of some reasons, but I have to return 75. So also we have considered that level of processes in the practical scenario. You can see the practical scenario in the warehouse, and the same TO and the material document will be created in the SAP system according to that movement type. Then issue against order. So in the maintenance process, the team required material from the engineering warehouse, different kind of materials. So there is IW31, that is a process order creation. And the warehouse team were able to see the reservation, order number, material, and the issue quantity. So the main part is that whenever any transaction is created, so it's real-time sync in the mobile application, and warehouse people are able to see this all details. The same thing, we can scan the material QR label. I'll just scan. Then the user will scan the bean and perform the transaction. Return against. So in the return, we have mapped the one functionality of the SAP system that in the return, so whatever is issued to the user, automatically the system will take care. The user will allow to only return that material with that quantity only. Will not allow to create a new 262 movement order. He will only control that. So whatever is issue that up to that quantity, he will able to return to the warehouse to maintain the stock. Again, he will go and scan the bean. Application will check the bean details. I will confirm, and then user will return the stock. So here I have completely written. So application will not prompt me any partial message. It will directly create a transaction in the system. Then the bean transfer is there. Bean to bean is that means if user want to move the material from the one bean location to the another bean location, then they can move the material with the single scan. Like they can scan the material. I will scan one material here, and it will help you to understand how it will work. So I'm scanning this material. So once I scan, the system will fetch the details like a material code, description, the transfer quantity, the storage type, and the from bean. From which bean I am going to transfer the material. And user have to scan the destination bean, that is a two bean. You'll scan the two bean. So once you scan, the transfer button will enable, and user will able to perform bean to bean transfer transaction, and the transporter number will confirm in the SAP system. So if you again scan that, I will show you that. So it is light into the 0102 bean. So user able to see that yes, this is real time movement of the material from one bin to the another bin, and the TO is created in the SAP system. Then plant transfer. So plant transfer is nothing but the if you have two different plants and we have to move material from one plant to another plant due to the any requirement, like one plant have some shortage quantity and they requested, so there is a delay in the vendor process and they want that material to from the another plant. So we call it as a stock transfer order in the SAP. The user can create a stock transfer order and the outbound delivery for that particular stock transfer order in the built-in B, and those transactions will appear on the screen. So like a STO number, item number, date, outbound delivery number, material details, and the, how much quantity they have to transfer from one warehouse to another warehouse. Once they click on the STO transaction, they'll able to see that movement. So we are using here 641 movement for the stock transfer. User will scan the material code. and you can choose the quantity and he will scan the bin and he will transfer. So in the backend, automatically the PGI and the transport will get created and that stock will get issued on the particular warehouse. And as I explained you the print and GR part, so they can receive the button at their end. So in this complete demonstration, you might able to understand that we have used the template concept where we have tried to map the same concept of the screens where user will not worried about the transactions. It is very easy to learn, easy to perform. You just have to go and check the details and you have to just scan the QR, scan the bin QR, and you can able to perform the transaction with less number of clicks. So this is the complete engineering warehouse management system which we demonstrated. Thank you everyone. Mr. Murli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ajinkya. Thanks for demonstrating the complete application. I hope um, it must have addressed a lot of the current challenges what you are facing at various places, various organizations. Okay, so with this, in fact, we will open for any Q&A. Along with that, there will be one quick um, question poll will be run by my colleague Sunny. So you please um, response to that poll. It will help us to know more about your current requirements or your current challenges. So Sunny, I request you to quickly run the question poll.
Murli, it's already live there. People, all the attendees can just go through, and it's a single choice question, and you guys can just choose what things you have been facing right now, or you want us to contact you or not. I
Okay.
think Vardha Reddy has raised his hand. I'm actually allowing her to speak. Okay.
Yeah. So Ajinkya, you are there, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yes,
we
yes,
can,
I'm here.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Please go ahead, Sunny, for the Q&A.
Yeah, Vardha, you can speak right now. You have raised your hand, right?
I think
We
okay,
Yeah,
we
in the
can
mean, we
fill
can
it.
we can take in the meantime other questions.
Okay, there is a
Ajinkya,
question from the Mr. Jagdeep
yeah.
that can your system be integrated with the existing ERP? Yeah, our system can be integrated with the any ERP, but we would like to know that which ERP system we're using, the SAP ERP or the custom ERP. But we are able to integrate with any ERP system. There is a second question from the Mr. Satyanarayan. I think no, it is a replay. That is the only one question.
Hello,
Yes,
I'm Vardha here.
yes, hi sir.
So my question was like, if while doing the bin to bin transfer,
Uh-huh.
the items are some items are reserved in the bin.
Uh-huh.
The system allowed to do a transfer?
So there is a mobile noise. Can you just come again?
Yeah, while doing the bin transfer,
Mm-hmm.
the items are reserved in the bin due
Okay,
to
reserve
some.
in the bin.
Yeah.
Reserve. Okay. It will not allow.
Okay.
Mobile application will not allow. We have said that control according to the SOPs.
Helpfully. Hello.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
How would it be helpful for a pharmaceutical industry? You just gave the example of an engineering this module. How it
Mm-hmm.
will be helpful for a pharmaceutical organization?
Okay. So I would like to know that currently we have implemented in the pharmaceutical. Okay. So in the pharmaceutical, there are different experts like an
Yeah.
raw material, like an
Yeah.
packing material, like an FG. Okay.
Yeah.
So today we have just demonstrated the engineering because this is the one of the most requirement. But the same application we have already mapped to the pharmaceutical like with their RM process according to different label generation. In the FG, we have considered all the sales transaction like and your sales order, outbound delivery, and you are the PGI, those parts.
Can I interrupt you? If you have at the manufacturing location certain packaging and processing systems there, and you have a central warehouse situated at a different end, at a different point, how do we correlate that?
So in that case, we can maintain the control over the application. That, take an example, you have a central warehouse and you have a different sub branches of that, right? Am I right?
Okay.
That kind of, okay. So you can maintain the control over the central warehouse, where all the movements of the goods at the central, and they will distribute the stock from that central warehouse to the other warehouse branches. So we have used some Z transaction in the SAP, where we are able to maintain the control according to the user authorizations, according to the warehouse, according to the subdivisions, and according to the storage locations and the plants.
The SOPs, can you share with us?
SOP?
Can you share with us the SOPs with what you all are having?
Mr. Murli, can you just...
Yeah. So definitely we will connect one-on-one, one-to-one. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Satyanarayana.
So that we would be in a position to understand more better, clarity would be there, and if so any issues are there, we can share it with in contact with you.
Sure, sir. You just mention your mail ID over in the chat, so we will connect with you, because as mentioned by Ajinkya, in fact we are working with one of the leading pharmaceutical industry in India today. Okay, for this MRO spares and complete warehouse management for their 11 plants. Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely we can discuss with you in detail about the use case, as well as to understand more about your requirement.
Yeah, our requirement, so that we'll be in a position to take it forward in a better way.
Sure, sir. I will connect with you one-to-one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else? You have any query?
No, I think Murli, it's done here. Yeah, we can close.
Okay. So thank you very much, everybody here, for joining this webinar. I hope it would have given useful insight about the Crave solution, and we will connect with you one-to-one to understand more about your requirements and your pain areas. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.